Yep, absolutely, and it looks like we are off. And it looks like both players making their way over to Vanilla Level 3.
Yep, I think most runners do this, either here or Vanilla 1. I prefer this one myself just because it's a little quicker, as long as you can do these screen scrolls.
Yeah, it looks like these runners have no problem screen scrolling as they find Area 2.
Yeah, level 2 is a great early find. It's usually pretty small. There's 2 items in here, both on the ground, so they might just be laying out on the floor.
Ooh, very nice clock drop there for AmazingToaster.
Yes, a timely clock, you might say.
One might.
Nochibato also got a nice clock.
All right, starting it out with a high five.
Key drop here for Toaster. Nochibato finishes that first room. He's going to come up here and get his key as well. And a nice early try.
Unfortunately, we are looking for a couple of easy items.
And Toaster gets a nice bomb drop off of these red whiz robes. And finds a 4-headed Gleeok. Not exactly what you want to find in the next round.
Yeah, especially not early on with just 3 hearts and the wooden sword, but Toaster is making great work of them.
Yeah, the beam sword makes a big difference here. So I think since he lost that, that's why he's dipping up and going to this key. And oh man, he finds a whole bunch of blue dark nuts, which is also not what you want to find.
Oh,
And
yikes.
yeah, it
Taking
takes
our
a hug
first
from one of
stab.
those whiz robes. This is kind of a nasty set for level 2. I'm not sure how long they're gonna spend in here.
Yeah, we have Dark Nuts and Whiz Robes in the same dungeon.
Yeah, dark nuts, whiz robes, and a 4-headed Gleeok. No, thank you.
Dark Nuts, Whiz Robes, and Gleeoks, oh my.
Exactly. And Nochibato is out of there. I'm not sure if... I don't believe he picked up the Triforce.
No, I don't think so.
Looks like he's heading up towards the grave area. Gonna do Vanilla 6 and the Armos, probably. As AmazingToaster is taking on these blue dark nuts with some bombs.
Yeah, unfortunately, these are some very, very beefy blue Dark Nuts. If I'm not mistaken, they're not going down to 2 bombs.
Yeah, I
Looks like Nochibato is headed over towards Vanilla level 6. Let's see what we can find in this dungeon. It's level 5.
Yeah, 5's not a bad first find, or early find, I guess, because there's usually a lot of keys to be had. But otherwise, it's not exactly what you want to see. I prefer level 1 or 3 as soon as I can get in there.
Oh, and it looks like the blue Whiz Robes have rolled down. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, still a lot of them in that room. This is not really the start that I think either runner wants.
Ooh, and it looks like more Whiz Robes in 5.
Toaster's doing a good job clearing out this room, and then he's getting out of the room after he clears an enemy to see who's going to respawn. And also just saving the room so that if he dies, he doesn't have to fight all of them over again.
Yep. Patience is paying off. 2 enemies down. Or two left to go.
Nice. And he's got the blue Wizrobe. Now he just needs to be careful with his blue Dark Nut. And he's got it. And he's rewarded with a container heart. Which is not nothing.
Yeah, if anything, it's just some valuable info.
Oh, Armos is the red candle. That's nice on Nochibato's side. So he does not have to buy a candle at all. He can save up all his money for a blue ring, take down some of these blue Wizrobes with that, and he's heading up to Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, very interesting route early on. And certainly didn't miss out on anything here in 2.
No, the early dip out of 2 was nice. And he finds 9 up here in Spectacle Rock, unfortunately, so that's going to be a long walk back later in the game.
Yep, suddenly 1,000 voices cried out in terror. Fred.
And we're going to see the medium secret is 28 rupees that he's taken north of Star.
Rolling 2 under the vanilla price, not too shabby.
Looks like he's going to check out Vanilla 1 at this point. Hopefully it's one of the lower dungeons, so you can spend some time in there. Find some items here.
Yeah, at this point, he might not even be too disappointed in finding level 8, depending on what enemies are inside.
And it is 6, with an immediate key door as well. Let's see if he can pop that open.
Now, based on starting up from the top, you'd only be able to pirouette it open if there was a bomb hole south.
Yeah, that's what I meant, to see if he was going to go back in there and see if the south door opened up. But he saw 6, I think, and was like, nah, forget it.
Alright, Monocle Rock holding a better prize as AmazingToaster finds the second heart container out of level 2. And
yeah, so 2 is kind of a bust.
Yep. Let's see if he grabs that Triforce. I believe Toaster is the one who saw it. Oh, I'm sure they both saw it, so...
Yep. Toaster gets his Triforce out of there as Nochibato gets another medium secret. I think if I were Nochibato, I would be filling up on money and looking at some shops to see where that blue ring was after the first 2 dungeons.
Even after that first dungeon, I'd be eyeing that blue ring purchase.
Well, yeah, if you know that Darknuts and Wizrobes roll together, so any dungeon they're in, they're going to both be in, that's awful.
Speaking of awful, we find a Chevy block here in level 8, but luckily it looks like there is a way around. And Toaster now making his way, gonna find that level 6 at vanilla level 1, and most likely gonna nope out of there as well.
Nochibato's got a staircase. Oh, and he's got a wand. That's a great early find.
Absolutely. Doubling, if not tripling your offense.
That is huge, especially with the Darknuts. That is going to make it a lot easier to kill them. Doesn't do anything to the Wizrobes, unfortunately, but still a great early find.
Toaster is going to try that pirouette.
Yeah, I think you might as well. It's just information, if nothing else.
And staircase number 2 in level 8, just a heart container.
Oh, but that's a great quick clear. 2 stair items gone for Nochibato, so now he just has the floor item in 8. Which, if he finds a Triforce soon, I'd be tempted to leave and come back if I have to.
Yep, that floor item, especially in some of these larger dungeons, can be a pain to dig out.
Yeah, and who knows, it could be under a Dig Dogger, or Ladder blocked, or Goma blocked, you just never know.
And we find our first map. Name that ink blot. To me, it kind of looks like a skunk getting it ready to spray an unfortunate victim. As we find the
And
compass.
Nochibato's using this wand already is paying dividends. He's able to take out these rooms much faster. As Toaster finds the compass in 6, and he's out of there.
If I think down to 0 keys is what turned him around. Oh.
Yeah, that'll usually do it. He's gonna go check out his Armos item and be happy. Oh man, Nochibato finds the ladder in 8. Wow, what a good 8. All he needs is the Triforce at this point.
Yeah, Nochibato is making all the right turns.
And he's really close to the ladder item already on the overworld, so he's going to get another item here soon as well. Wow.
That's what I get for telling TGE that if this seed goes fast, I'm down to commentate another one.
Yeah, you're right. You cursed yourself. The true commentator's curse.
Ooh, but there is a Goma here in level 8. Hope that's not blocking the Triforce.
Yeah, there is a Goma, and Toaster found our jewelry. It is in the Arrow shop for vanilla 250. So if anybody wants to buy that, that's where they're going to find it.
Yep, and now Toaster has his red candle, making his way over to level 5.
Nochibato's going to take this transport, see where that dumps him out. He just needs a Triforce, or a compass would be nice. Even a map would be nice, just so he can see where he needs to go.
And speaking of map, though, I missed that map pickup for Nochibato. These are some ugly looking shapes.
Yeah, that 8 is not pretty. Yeah, the map was in the room just south of here, I think in the corner.
And Toaster finding these blue whiz robes here in 5.
Yeah, this 5 is no good. Ooh, Nochibato finds a Patra. Will be a little easier to deal with now that he's got that wand.
You're making it look easy.
Oh yeah, that was like like the best Patra fight I think I've ever seen in my life. So good job, Nochibato.
Yeah, he took that on like he was wearing a red ring.
The little Patrobes, they roll with the regular enemy shuffle. So unlike the regular Patra, the other bosses, the Dig Dogger babies and the Patra babies, they can roll down with the -2 HP just like the regular enemies can. So I think that's what happened there, because those went. I know he's got the wand and the white and the wood sword, but those still went down pretty easy, it seemed.
Yeah, unfortunately, Amazing Toaster with a real nice block clip. Unfortunately, that Dark Knight giving him a hug before he could jump in those staircases.
And Nochibato's cleared out a decent amount of this 8. I just saw a flash of his HUD screen. And he's got one room here, and then it looks like the middle chunk that hasn't been cleared out.
And there's our compass.
Oh, there you go. Good. Okay, and he knows he has to get that from either from the side or from down below, because he tried to bomb down when he was in that area and he wasn't able to.
And unfortunately, Amazing Toaster has had enough of those blue whiz robes in 5. He's headed elsewhere.
I think this is the right play. Go get some more hearts. Go get some more items. Go see the other dungeons. As a runner, I'm thinking it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. So eventually, you're going to find something else that you can actually make some headway.
Yeah, luckily the whiz robes and dark nuts can't be in every dungeon.
Yeah, right, exactly. Answer a question in chat. Nochibato has all the items out of here, but he is missing the Triforce, so that's all he needs.
Oh, shoot. Oh, hey! The large secret, though, on the other hand, very nice at 109.
109 is nice. Nothing to shake your nose at there.
Man, I would have a hard time shaking my nose.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the expression, but I was just going with it after I said it. As Nochibato gets his Triforce out of 8. And AmazingToaster finds 1 at Vanilla 8.
Yeah, level 1 burn bush blocked.
In my anecdotal, oh man, more Wizrobes. You sure they can't be in every dungeon? Because so far it's been, oh, I guess they weren't in 8. But they've been in 3 out of the first 4 that we found.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think the maximum is 4 dungeons. I could be mistaken.
I think you're right about that. And AmazingToaster just did an amazing job taking out those blue Wizrobes. That was really nicely done. And he's going to be blocked here by this moat that Nochibato's going to be able to cross. So hopefully there's a workaround. Okay, the best item out there on the coast. Nochibato wants nothing to do with.
And it looks like chat is correcting us. It's possible that these one enemy set can be in up to 5 dungeons.
Yeah, chat's always good at correcting. I'm usually wrong, so that's good to have them there. Nochibato staring at these blue Wizrobes, looking for his key here, which he gets right before he dies. And it was indeed the magic boomerang on the coast, which is of course the best item. Nochibato did not pick it up though, so he left it laying out there in the water.
Yeah, with that red candle doesn't do a whole lot for him at this point. Red candle and wand, he's pretty set for ranged attacks.
Well, and I mean, I like the boomerang, but it doesn't do anything against Wizrobes or Darknuts, which are the nasty enemies in this set. I think if the dungeons were populated with Lionels, then I'd sincerely pick it up and feel fine about doing that. But this seed, he already has wand. Like I said, it's not going to do anything good against these guys. Might help him with the overworld.
And were those the silver arrows on the floor in level 1?
That indeed was for Nochibato in that red Darknut room there. Silver arrows on the floor. Confirmed.
Alright, so we're looking for the Wrath, the Bow, and the Recorder on Nochibato's side.
Yep, this is another nasty screen. Nochibato is very brave. I know he's got a wand, but I might nope my way out of this one until I had to fight it.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to jump onto one of those blocks. For that reason, Dark Nut Hugs are 2 points worth of damage.
Yeah, the Darknut Hugs are not one you want to take. And for some reason, I'm like a Darknut magnet, so I take more than I want to give. AmazingToaster giving it a go now as well. He does not have his wand yet, so this will be a significantly harder fight for him. This is actually a different room filled with blue Darknuts, because this one is a different setup. Nochibato was in the 4 blocks.
Yeah, but I think this might be where the silver arrows are. AmazingToaster taking a very different route from Nochibato, who went into level 8 before coming down to the forest here. So much better armed in terms of his offense.
I don't think we've seen the drop on this one. I think the red Darknuts, I think, were the ones that held the silvers, but I could be wrong about that.
Oh,
yeah, another death there for Nochibato.
Good thing about dying in the dungeons is you just go to the start of the dungeon, unlike dying on the overworld, all the way back to start.
Yeah, and a dungeon like 1, especially they haven't ventured that far away from start. It can be a big slog if you're in 6 or something, and it's real linear, and so you're all the way up at the top when you die. but not too far for him to go walk. I was gonna say, this room that Toaster's in, I actually prefer fighting Darknuts in this room, even though it's maze-like. It gives you a lot of. Oh man, Nochibato with the white sword here. His offense is on point tonight. He is gonna have mag sword damage if he puts A and B at the same time. So that's a great find.
No, I agree with you. Fighting Darknuts in this type of room is a little nice because you can use those blocks as a little shield or a barrier.
Yeah, exactly. I just like to hide out there and kind of let them be above me or to the side and work my way. This one, and then the second quest room, that's the 3 horizontal rows. That's another one that I like fighting them in. Sometimes you get stuck, but you just have to do the iframe trick where you stab down against them.
Good old supermarket room.
Yeah, exactly. And he's really making them pay. Well, of course, as soon as I say that, he takes the death. But the wand white sword combo is really lethal for these blue Darknuts. So he kind of got sandwiched in between 2 there and was stuck between a blue Darknut and a blue Darknut. But otherwise, this is really going to help him out. The white sword obviously is going to be able to help him out with the whiz robes, doing double the damage, and it just kind of it lets you not have to worry as much about mags because white sword is so much better than the wood sword.
Yep, and you manage just to press A and B at the same time. You can swing that wand and sword at the same time. As AmazingToaster grabbing that Triforce.
Okay, yeah, so this is a required room filled with blue Darknuts.
And he's headed elsewhere.
AmazingToaster needs his ladder, I think, to come back up above that moat in order to get his silver arrows. I think he is ladder blocked for now.
Ah, yikes. Checking out that coast. He knows he won't have to come back for that.
Yeah, definitely not. And Nochibato finds Area 7 up here, which he's going to be able to explore with his 5 keys and his ladder.
Alright, AmazingToaster is headed in the right direction. We know level 8 is the place to be.
And so unfortunately, that means we know that levels 3 and 4 are going to be our blocked dungeons, which is a bit unfortunate for the runners since those are 2 of the smaller dungeons. Those we're not going to be able to access, at least not yet.
And look at this, more Darknuts in 7.
Yeah, this seed is Blue Darknut City.
This tournament, every seed tends to have a theme, whether it's Dig Doggers or Dodongos. This is a Darknut Wizrobe seed.
Yeah, I mean, Nochibato really made a nice play, not doing 6, noping out of 2 early, which just had 2 hearts. He went right into 8 and then dug 8, even though 8's a big one, and really was paying off well for him. And finds the map here in 7. It's another interesting map.
Yeah, these shapes are something.
And Toaster's about to pick up his wand, so that's going to help him out a lot. He's probably thinking, why couldn't I have this 3 minutes ago? And AmazingToaster finds Patra.
He finds those mini ones to be a little squishy. Unfortunately, he has set it into the infinite, or no, not infinite. There's one Patrobe that if you kill, it will stay in whatever animation the Patra is in. Not sure if that's what's happened.
Yeah, it was hard to tell there. At least on my screen, the blue Patra on the blue background is a little hard for my eyes to see. The Patra as well, as Nochibato finds a heart container here on the floor in 7. The other thing with the Patra is if you're fighting it on the right side and you kill it, you kill one of those Patrobes at the wrong time, like the wrong part of the animation, all of a sudden he kind of starts doing some real crazy gymnastics, which makes it real interesting to kill.
Interesting is definitely not the word I would use. Oh, hi, Goma.
Yeah, so that's a possible Goma block there, as Nochibato finds a mugger room, and he's thinking about it, and he's going to pay the heart.
Yeah, 3 keys on 4. That's a steep asking price.
It's kind of an interesting play to me because he's right here next to the white sword item, and he hasn't seen it yet, and he was guaranteed it. So hopefully, either he finds another heart, or white sword item is only 5 hearts. Because if the white sword item is something like the bow or something that you want to have right away, he's going to have to go visit a take any before he's going to be able to get it. And no power bracelet, no recorder, so it's going to be a long walk back up to the waterfall. There we go. Toaster finds his ladder, so now he's just missing the Triforce out of here, and he'll be done. And I bet he'll go back to 1 to see what's above that moat. Although he might not, just because of the enemy set in 1. I have a hard time staying out of 1, just because it's small and there's 3 items. So that'll be an interesting decision to see what he does. Another death here for Nochibato. And Toaster has taken the transport staircase. That's going to take him up into the wrong part of the dungeon, unfortunately. I believe that Nochibato was able to find some keys up here, but other than that, there was nothing that he needed. Unless there's a bomb hole that he couldn't find. The Triforce is over on the left-hand side, about middle of the row. AmazingToaster was really close to it, so I'm not sure if it was a bomb hole or... I think it was a bomb hole up that you had to do that Nochibato was able to find with the map.
Yep, so yeah, he's in a map.
Yeah, there it is. He's got it now. And here's a key, so that's at least something, but not what he wants. And Nochibato is just kind of slowly working his way through this 7, this Dark Nut Haven here, as Toaster's about to find another Patra and finds that that's that bomb hole that he can't open up. Unfortunately, that's where he needs to go.
I mean, no compass, so he doesn't know that quite yet.
And it looks like, I think that the Expando Patrobes rolled down, but it looked like the I don't know what you would want to call the other one, the gyrating Patra. That one either rolled the same or it was not as weak as the Expando version.
Yeah, for this tournament, the bosses are going to be vanilla.
Yeah, the bosses are vanilla. The Patrobes actually count as regular enemies, though, so they roll with the ±2 shot.
There's that compass.
Yep, so now he knows exactly where he needs to go, and Nochibato finds a heart container here in 7. So the mugger did not cost him the white sword pickup, even if it is 6 max.
Yep, but just 2 hearts in level 7.
Yep, 2 hearts in 7, 2 hearts in 2 so far. 8 was 8 and 1 were both pretty nice dungeons, but otherwise it's been a bit of a bust. And I don't believe we pulled anything out of 6 or 5 that I remember.
Yep, that's correct. I think there's still one item in level 1 somewhere.
And he sees the shoot room that's keeping him from going up to get the Triforce, so he has to spend this key. That's a bit trolly. He's gonna actually have to spend 2 keys just to get up there. That's why he didn't see it earlier. He saw the shoot room and left and didn't want to spend his key. Luckily, he gets 1 back here killing these Gibdos. That's a heads-up play. The Gibdos go down pretty easily with the wand, so it cost him maybe 10 seconds of play to get a key back. As we have simultaneous Triforce pickups here. Nochibato in 7 and AmazingToaster in 8.
Yep, still a very, very close game. Still looking for the bow, recorder, and the raft. My guess is one of those 3 is going to be up here on this White Sword Cave.
That would be kind. Let's see what we got. Oh, and you are right. Nice call. Wow, okay. You need to go buy a lotto ticket tonight.
Quite possibly. We find the D.
So Nochibato, he's got the full complement of bow and silvers. So he just needs the raft and the recorder for go mode.
Yeah. Pick your poison, level 5 or level 6, or you're going to jump back into level 1.
And it looks like he's heading over to level 6. As Toaster is maxed out on his rupee count. I love this palette in Dungeon 6 here. This is my favorite palette in the game. I think some of them are just so cool what they were able to do with this randomizer. And this one's one of my favorites.
Definitely. Some of them can be a bit of an eyesore. This is, on the contrary, this is a very nice palette.
And so Nochibato hasn't done anything here in this 6. So I think AmazingToaster was able to clear as much as he could until he had key block issues, and then he bounced out of here. And it looks like Nochibato is... Oh, I guess it was that Dig Dogger. The Dig Dogger, I think, is blocking that south door.
Yep,
I don't know if they tried to bomb, but they might not be able to get past there. So at least he knows that the recorder's not there if that really is a Dig Dogger block.
Yep. It must be in level 5.
And Toaster's, he's at maxed out rupees, and he saw the blue ring in the arrow shop. It's a little out of his way, but I'm a little surprised that he didn't walk down to the coast just to pick that up as he kind of progresses through. Maybe he's got other plans for that money.
Man, it looks like Nochibato is jumping back into level 2.
Yeah, I don't believe found either heart here. Maybe he only found 1. He definitely didn't get his Triforce. Oh, and we have simultaneous deaths. These Wizrobes and Dark Nuts are really... They're giving the players the business here.
Yeah, but just 33 minutes in, and neither runner is in too bad shape.
No, and Nochibato, I mean, this is... We know that this is not the right play, although he finds the bomb upgrade here and decides not to get it. We know this is not the right play just because we've seen the items, but I think this is absolutely the right play for him. The Dark Nuts are going to be a lot easier for him to handle now with the wand and the White Sword combo. And me personally, I'd rather clear out 2 than, poke around 7. Or no, he already did 7. Poke around 5. Well, maybe 5 is not that bad of a play either, but 2 is a lot closer to start, and they still can't move around the overworld that quickly without the power bracelet or the recorder.
And here is this Gliok. We saw Toaster explore north.
Yeah, Toaster was able to kill that Gliok. And he skipped this room because he couldn't do it anyways. So Nochibato's going to get bombs or a key. Here we go, key. So that's not nothing. Didn't take him long to do that. And another key here on the ground. And here's the first heart container that he's going to find. The other one, I believe, was up north, and it was combat blocked.
Yeah, I think that's right. But plenty of keys here in level 2.
Yeah, which is not bad. He had to spend a couple in the last dungeon, so not bad to find some keys. I hate being key blocked. Just drives me crazy because I can't explore further.
Yeah, I always make sure to note when I find that cheap key shop.
Oh yeah, especially in these flags, because you know where all the money is. So for me, there's no reason to not spend the money. And even if you run out of money or the secrets are really low, there's a money-making game that's literally right next to start. As
And
Toaster finds...
very exploitable.
Yes, exactly. Toaster finds the heart container here on the ground that Aquamentus was doing a terrible job guarding. Although, to be fair, Aquamentus does a terrible job guarding pretty much everything he tries to guard.
And he's only got one head as opposed to those Gleeoks with at least...
Yeah, Aquamentus is my favorite boss other than the Rupee boss.
I like the dongos too, if you have a bomb in your pocket.
And AmazingToaster finds this mugger that I don't believe he actually needs to pay. Of course, he doesn't know that, and I'd probably do the same thing, giving up my heart here. Does get a key out of it.
He's still at 8, even with that mugger room.
Question in chat about how to exploit the money-making game. So if you do save and retry strats, you can actually, as Nochibato gets his heart container out of 2, and he's going to get out of here as soon as he gets his Triforce. So with the money-making game, you can just keep going to the middle, and whatever you get. And then as soon as you get a positive amount, especially if it's plus 44 or plus 70 or something really nice, which is randomized here, then you can save your rupees, go back and keep farming for more money. And if you get a negative, then you just retry and start over again. So it's a bit of a time suck, but otherwise it's a nice thing to keep in your back pocket in case you ever need it.
I think there's also further manipulation you can do if you do a hard reset of your console. I think that affects the global counter. I think that has something to do with it. I could be mistaken.
Oh, okay. I've seen Fred do some stuff with bomb manipulation with that. That's a little too brainy for me. I'm a little too dumb for stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I picked that up from watching Lack Attack on his world record attempts.
Oh, okay, awesome. All right, as Toaster gets the Triforce out of 7. So he should be done here. Nochibato is heading over into the grave. He's doing the screen wrap again. And he's looking swole with his 251 rupees. If he goes to that arrow shop that's right next to the Armos, he's going to be able to get some fancy jewelry. It's going to help him out a lot.
Yep, but he has cleared out level 2 up to 9 hearts as AmazingToaster is going to pick up his bow.
And he's just going to actually go up to level 5 and check this out. So maybe he'll make more hay in here than Toaster was able to do earlier.
Yeah, it's either level 5 or the item left in level 1. Or we have some sort of chain reaction where the recorder leads to the raft or the raft leads to the recorder.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember. Both of the runners bounced really early out of 6, so they must know that that's a recorder block. I don't think any of them tried to bomb anywhere. So they must have saw the map and saw that they weren't able to, that there wasn't a bombable wall for them to get anywhere else in that dungeon.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It has to be a recorder block by that Dig Dogger. And I think that Dig Dogger is just 1 or 2 rooms in.
Yeah, it was. It was right there close to start. As AmazingToaster is going to take this long walk and find the unfortunate news that this is just level 9 and he needs to come back later once he's got some more items and some more triangles. This is not a bad play, though. I think this is exactly what I would do. You've been in all the dungeons that you can get into. Oh, Nochibato finds the raft in 5. That is huge. And Nochibato is in a really big lead.
Yeah, that is actually the diamond staircase that Amazing Toaster took a death in right before you entered the stairs.
You're
That's
right.
an
He clipped it, and then he died almost immediately right thereafter. That is tragic, actually. That is some really terrible luck.
Yeah, but by the look of the Triforce and item count, Amazing Toaster isn't doing bad. In fact, he's up in terms of Triforces.
Yeah, he cleared that really nasty room of blue dark nuts that Nochibato didn't clear. So Nochi does have to go back to level 1. There's that other item that we don't know anything about, as he sees that compass. I know he wants that compass. He's going to have to deal with some Wizrubs first. So he's going to have to go back to 1 regardless to get his Triforce. As he gets it, and he's kind of stuck on this ladder here. There we go. He gets through the bomb hole. Good job. And maybe Toaster's going to buy some jewelry. He is 1 screen away from it if he wants it, and he's got 5 rupees to spare.
You got to be careful on some of these, like the NSU room on the half tiles. You can get hung up there. But there is that blue ring purchase for Amazing Toaster.
There we go. I think this will definitely help him out. This is going to put him right back in there. And if he stays on the path that he's on, he's going to head over to 5, clip back into that staircase he wasn't able to get into, and he's going to have his raft, which is going to even this up. Really, I guess he's going to take the lead at that point, technically, since he's got the Triforce out of 1.
But like Nochibato, he's going to have to go back to 1 at some point to get those silver arrows.
Oh, that's true. Oh, I'm totally forgetting about the silver arrows. No, that's Nochibato is still in commanding lead, because it might be a while before Toaster goes back since he has the Triforce already. Still definitely a race. Still definitely anybody's game. This is gonna be a fun one to watch. This is gonna come down to it. As Nochibato's doing a nice thing here, using his ladder and this moat. Easy pickings for the Dark Nuts. Oh man, and these guys are just everywhere. This is a terrible room with the beams shooting at you. We got another mugger here, which luckily he doesn't have to pay. He can bomb into this Triforce room. I'm not sure if we saw the second item here in 5.
We have
I missed it if we did.
At least nothing that I noted.
So Nochibato's got his Triforce, and he is bouncing out of here, probably. If it were me, I would go check out the raft spot. I would up A and check out raft immediately, see what's going on there. You know it's going to be 3 or 4. And here we go. Amazing Toaster picks up his raft 42 minutes in. So now he's going to be able to get into either 3 or 4, whichever one that is. Nochibato's hunting for the blue ring, I think. I don't think he went into the arrow shop to see it. So he stepped into that store there and wasn't anything that he wanted to buy. Keys potentially could be an issue for him. He's only sitting at 1, so depending on what this 3 looks like.
And that confirms level 4 underneath Recorder Lake.
I would get out of the middle of that room. Man, when you got the wand there, you do not want to pick up the book right now.
The book? Where's the book?
Oh, we haven't seen it yet, but for me, whenever I'm clearing rooms, I like to stand elsewhere so that I don't accidentally pick up the book.
Ah, assuming the worst. That's a good strategy.
Yes, I'm a bit of a pessimist. The wand is just so huge for them in this seed right now. They're both making good use out of it. So, I mean, picking up the book as he picks up the heart container. So no worries about an accidental floor drop here. And pretty quickly, Nochibato here is sitting at the minimum amount that you can get the mags. Oh, there's the book. Speaking of books, it's in level 5.
There it is.
And I think Amazing Toaster almost had a quick twitch reflex there just to grab it because it was an item. Did a good job of avoiding.
All right, but now just looking for that recorder. It's either got to be in 3 or in level 1.
Yeah, you're right, which is kind of nice because that means that they can go mode 6, since that's going to be the biggest dungeon, probably. and walking pretty close through that book again. That is definitely one you don't want to pick up. He's on his way to the compass. I think if he bombs left, which he didn't do, I believe the compass was in that room to the left there with a bunch of blue wizrobes.
Yeah, I think it is all the way. It's on that underneath that first A in area, all the way halfway down the map.
And Nochibato finds the Triforce here in 3. Pretty easy room with Keese and Stalfo.
Yeah, but we're on an item hunt. Finds a diamond staircase, and it's a transport.
Yeah, just the transport. So we have a segmented 3. I think he actually already came through this staircase. I think he found this early on.
Oh, okay. So we have confirmation in chat that level 1 has been cleared out, so it must be here in level 3.
Oh, this Amazing Toaster took a death there. He was decently close to the Triforce, and he had a good chance of kind of lucking into the bomb wall for it because it's next to the Mugger room. As Nochibato finds another heart container and the stair item here. So it is not in 3.
Curious. There must be a way into level 6 then.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing all 3 items in 1. I thought that we just saw silver arrows and the white sword. I thought that we were missing another floor item, but I could be wrong about that. The other thing is, it might be 6, and 6 just actually is not recorder blocked. As Nochibato finds his Triforce again, and he's going to be out of here. And let's see, he's at 3, so the raft spot might be worth... Let's see, he doesn't have recorder, so he can't get over to 5 quickly. I don't think you go check mags at this point. He's got to go back to 1 to get his Triforce. He might be going back to 6 just to make sure that it's actually recorder blocked. No, or he's going to go pick up some hearts and guarantee that he can get mags.
Yeah, looks like he's headed off to level 1.
Yeah, he's going to stop here at the Take Any, and he's going to pick up the heart. So now he is 2 hearts away from guaranteed mags, and he still has access to the raft Take Any, and I believe... Actually, he might have gotten the one on Candle Row, now that I'm thinking about it. I feel like one of the 2 runners did.
I believe it was Nochibato did not go into Monocle Rock on his first pass through. There was whole gang of blue wizrobes hanging out.
And there. Toaster, sorry to talk over you, Toaster paid the heart and bomb, so he's going to find his Triforce right here after he already gave the heart to the Mugger. I think he's a little ticked off about that. Oh, that's a bummer.
But Nochibato is making his jewelry purchase, so both runners tied in the defense department.
And I'm taking a peek at Toaster's tracker, his local tracker, and he has nothing marked for level 1. So I think that we have not found the 3rd item in 1. So hopefully Nochibato, he's going to be able to pull it out here. I don't think we cleared this room of blue wizrobes. I don't remember if we did or not. No, not at all.
Meanwhile, Amazing Toaster has found level 3. Unfortunately, not going to be happy with the heart containers that he's going to find in here.
Yep. And Nochibato made a very smart purchase. You can see he's got the 5 rupees now, so he stopped in the arrow shop and got his $250 piece of jewelry. He's taking on this 4-headed Gleeok. A lot easier fight with wand, white sword, and blue ring than it was earlier in the game.
Still no walk in a park, but gets a map for it.
Yeah, that's an interesting map. It's kind of like level 4 in vanilla, a little bit, there at the bottom, especially.
Yeah, alright. Kind of like level 4 that's missing its face.
Yeah, exactly. And Nochibato here, he's going to clear out these blue dark nuts. I believe this was the Triforce. Again, this room is a much simpler clear with white sword, wand, and blue ring.
Yeah, but Lag City with all these virus splitting up on Amazing Toaster side, but
Yeah,
takes him
I
out.
hate that.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, I was wrong. So that was just a key drop. So there's another room that looks a lot like this one that has the Triforce in it.
Yeah, right next door.
Which, yeah, perhaps is this one. It has to be under that moat because Amazing Toaster cleared it, and he didn't have the ladder when he was in 1. Yep, there it is. And if it were me, I would take it now just so I don't have to clear this room again.
Yeah, also given the position of where it is in the map. Better off picking it up, going back in.
And when you have full complement of all your hearts, you know, it might be worth taking a stab at that nasty blue Wizrobe room now at your full health with Beam Sword. He's instead going to spend his key to find a compass that he doesn't need because he just picked up the Triforce. That happens so often that the next room I go into after the Triforce has the compass. I think it's like hard-coded into the game. He's going to try these blue Wizrobes, which you're right, they definitely roll down. So these are not too bad.
And especially in shapes, Fred did guarantee, I believe, either the map or the compass, perhaps both, to be relatively easy to find, i.e. it's not going to be located behind a bomb hole, something that you can't find without the map.
Yeah, I think that stands for the early dungeons, the low down 1 through 4, I believe, and then as you get up, I think 6, 7, 8, I think can be hidden behind a bomb hole, but I think that's a minimal amount of bomb holes. It's like 1 or 2, and I think some of that happens can change based on where an item would be located. So you can go into level 2, and there's no doors at all. So you would need to pirouette a bomb hole into to find the map because you have to bomb somewhere just to make progress into the dungeon.
That makes sense to me.
Somebody that's a little more versed with these can speak more intelligently about it than me, I think. But basically, in shapes, I know that if it's an early dungeon, I should be able to find the map, no problem. And if it's later, there's no guarantees. The other thing that's important to note is amazing. Oh, I think that was the recorder right there.
Yep.
It's a little hard to see because it's yellow on yellow, but that is definitely the recorder. So that was a room. I don't remember which. It must have been Nochibato died earlier in that room. So both of them have been in the progressive item rooms and taken unfortunate deaths. So Nochibato is at a commanding lead now. He's going to recorder and potentially even just try to go to 5. No, okay, here we go. He's going to go right to 2. He's going to try to see what's in level 4. So not making a Mag's play at this point, which is probably smart. It's not guaranteed at this point. And he still has White Sword and Wand, and he's already seen a whole bunch of Wizrobe dungeons. So really good play here for Nochibato.
And he's already spent at least 2 heart containers, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. It's a muggers. I think that he only did the 1. I think Amazing Toaster has spent 2 because Amazing Toaster spent the 1 in 5, but Nochibato, I believe, just bombed that bomb wall because he had the map. And here's an early Triforce for Nochibato. So wow, this is shaping up to be a commanding lead for him as well. He just needs to go over to 6, see what's behind that Dig Dogger, and then make his way up to Spectacle Rock.
And here we go, Toaster in level 1. Hopefully doesn't leave without at least the silvers in the recorder.
Yep, I think this is the silver room right here. Again, White Sword Wand, he's going to clear this out really quickly. And then he won't be too far behind That 4 was really easy to clear. There's his silvers. So he's not out of this for sure. This is still going to be a race. And if you look at their key counts, Amazing Toaster's sitting at 7, Nochibato's sitting at 2. So if 9 is Trolley with a bunch of locked doors, then this could come down to resource management. As Nochibato is making the play for Mags now, and he gets it. Wow. Okay, yeah. So he's got the difference. Yeah, he's got 4 times the power of Wood Sword now. As Amazing Toaster finds the White Sword. So they both are upgrading their sword.
Upgrade. Yeah.
yeah. Nochibato wins that battle, but White Sword's nothing to sneeze at.
Oh yeah, no, not for a racer of Amazing Toaster's caliber. That's
definitely
all
not.
He needs to make that Ganon fight piece cake.
Yep, absolutely. And he's going to get his recorder here, I believe. And then he'll be well on his way as well.
A bit more north. Definitely in a blue Darknet room, but...
Oh, you're right. He's still in the south.
Meanwhile, Nochibato back in level 6. Let's see if this is going to be as quick as level 4.
Yeah, and they already have the compass, so they know exactly where they need to go. Yeah, there we go. I thought so. So that was the recorder room. Okay, so Amazing Toaster at 56 minutes. He's got all the items he needs to complete the game, so he just needs to whistle on over to 2 and then check out level 4 under the lake. Although I guess he's... Okay, there we go. I think he's going to just walk over there. Interesting. Okay. And it definitely was a Dig Dogger block here in 6. As you can see, that was a one-way ticket. So we'll have to pay attention to when Nochibato picks up the Triforce here in 6. Compare that to when Amazing Toaster gets it. If this is a bomb wall here, okay, so potentially could be a little more trolly if he has to find a staircase to take him over there.
Guaranteed to be one staircase somewhere in level 6.
Yep. This looks like a man riding a dog to me, or a bunny or something.
Nochibato down to 2 keys. Still needs to explore with bomb holes.
So I think Toaster needs to clear this room and go to the right, which it looks like is what he's doing. I was a little worried that he, just for the sake of a close race, that he was going to take that key door south since he's got a lot of keys, which would have been a bummer. There's the wooden boomerang on the floor in 6 that Nochibato nopes out of. Let's see if he dips into the staircase to see what the item is. That's just the transport. So I think that's smart because that could be the any key, which would help him out a lot.
Yeah, at this point, though, statistics would tell you that the any key in Red Ring most likely going to be in level 9.
Yep, and Nochibato at 58 minutes, he is on his way to 9. So Amazing Toaster's not too far behind him. He's cleared out the Triforce in level 4, and he's making his way over to 6. So he's kind of right on his tail here.
Yeah, level 9, the Great Equalizer, anything can happen.
Yep, and Toaster also has the compass, so it's going to be a fairly quick clear for him as well. So right now he's about 36 seconds behind Nochibato, so we'll see what happens after this. I still think it's going to come down to it. I think it's going to be a really close race. Nochibato has the slight edge right now, but...
Yep, the racer's definitely not disappointing.
No, definitely not. And I mean, look at his key count. He only has 1 key, so maybe you're taking stairs, looking for the any key. You cleared everything out except for the stair item in 6, I believe.
I don't think we saw anything in level 4. Just the Triforce was too quick and the runners were in go mode. So level 4 in the stair item in level 6.
Yep, absolutely. And we can't switch the audio over to Nochibato's side, so we'll just have to wait to see when Amazing Toaster gets in there, if we can hear Ganon. We'll know when Nochibato's screen goes dark, when he enters a room, not a staircase, obviously. That's in shapes, there are no dark rooms, luckily, at least for right now.
Yeah, I think Thread is gonna maintain his mercy with that.
Yeah, I like that. I hate dark rooms so much. I'm just I'm bad at clearing them. So it's oh man, nice compass pickup there for Nochibato. So he knows the general area where Zelda is. So if it were me, I'd start working my way over there. I always like to find the path, the exact path to Zelda. I like to see the shutter door so that I know exactly where she is, and that way, you know, if you find Ganon on the way, that's great. And it is important to note that we did find a bait block, or at least a meat right at the front here of this dungeon. So potentially it could be a block. Probably not, but it definitely could be. As Toaster picks up his wooden boomerang, not sure if that was intentional or not. He is in the Triforce room. He's going to check out this staircase. Nope, out of there because it's not an item.
Yeah, that's something that Nochibato did not check, and that could have made all the difference if that was like the red ring or the
Yeah, he took a quick peek. He saw it too, and he wasn't going to go take the transport. So Amazing Toaster is in at 108. I'm sorry, 101. So he is exactly 3 minutes behind.
Make sure if you're not already following these racers, go give them a follow.
And Nochibato is getting closer and closer to Zelda. She is one column over. He's going to see if he can bomb over into these adjoining rooms. Can't bomb north. I didn't see if he tried to bomb that west wall. He's going to take the staircase. Oh, and the staircase takes him right below her. So let's see if he bombs north here. Maybe this is the path to Zelda. Actually, maybe he's... Am I wrong? I feel like he's 2 rooms behind her, under her, but he's not bombing north. So maybe I've got my map location wrong with where the blinking light is.
Yeah, I think you were right. But now Amazing Toaster in level 9, and now we can listen for the roar of Ganon, making himself known north, south, east, or west of that roared location.
And Nochibato does indeed find the pathway to Zelda. She is blocked by this Dig Dogger. He's going to go ahead and clear it out, I guess, just so that he doesn't have to deal with it later when perhaps he has less health. I don't mind that play.
Yeah, I guess it could be a map drop, but no luck there.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that, so it's kind of 2 for 1. Maybe he's also checking to see... Although he knows that Ganon's not there because he's been in the room next door. As Amazing Toaster's going to take this staircase. And if it's me and I'm coming in at 102, I'm thinking that I'm behind. So I'm taking all the staircases, just thinking that maybe the reason why the other runner didn't finish is because 9's being a little trolly. So I normally don't like to take staircases, but if I feel like I'm a little behind, I definitely will take all the staircases. And in this seed, you know, you might fall into any key, or even the red ring. You know, it's a nice upgrade over the blue.
Here you enjoyed the scenic route, not in level 9, old man.
No, definitely not. No, we've all been there. This Toaster, he's exploring the southeast here. Finds a rupee boss and a Goma. And Nochibato finds a rupee boss and a non-stair push block. But he is able to bomb south here. Nope, no he's not. So that's a dead end. I think there's 2 rupee bosses in a row there. So we are just listening for the roar of the pig, and then we will know we are 1 room away.
Lord Banana making his appearance.
Yes, indeed. Possible push block room here for Toaster. Not sure if Nochibato has seen this. Nochibato finds a room here in the 4th column. Let's see if he dips into this staircase. He does, and that's just transport that he does not want to take. So he's going to head up north. We've got blue land mole sighting. The enemy set in 9, though, is actually pretty tame compared to what they were dealing with early on in the season.
Oh, it better be.
Yeah, they needed a break.
There's only so many dungeons of Wizrobes and Darknuts a runner can handle.
According to chat, we had a roar for Nochibato in the Blue Lamola room, but he is kind of moving away from there. So I'm curious. Maybe he either didn't hear it, or maybe he was bomb blocked or something away from the adjacent room.
Yeah, I think it must be south of this room there. So he's looking for a way around. Can he go left? Yes, he can. So Ganon should be in this door to the left.
Yep, here we go. 105.33.
Here's Ganon.
This should be a fairly easy fight with Blue Ring and Magical Sword. It's going to take 4 hits.
Fortunately, does not get the stun lock.
Oh, but he's got him. There we go. Silvers is down, and he knows exactly where the princess is. This one should be over soon.
Yeah, we have bacon.
Looking pretty grim here for Amazing-Toaster. I can't possibly see a scenario in which Nochibato doesn't pull this one off at this point.
Yeah, I concur. Must have, was fighting for his tournament life and has managed to pull it out. So we're gonna get a game 3.
So Nochibato's upping, so he must have the path is a little quicker from start. So he's gonna dig into this staircase here. And she is a short walk and a staircase away.
And unfortunately, a staircase away. His heart must be pounding.
Oh, absolutely.
67 minutes in.
Yes, absolutely. And he's looking at the SRL, looking for that dot done.
And there's the shutter door, and
there she is, in a maze room, no less. There we go. Nochibato finishes with an official time of 107.23. Get your GGs out in chat for him.
Yep, unfortunately for Toaster, just made some wrong turns there, and noped out of level 1 a bit too early. But no fear, game 3 is should be featured sometime this next week.
Oh, absolutely. And who doesn't like a game 3?
Always super exciting. And yep, get your GGs in chat as we should be joined by Nochibato in a moment. Amazing Toaster still looking for the route to the princess, looking for the pig. And there is... I guess Nochibato must be pretty close. Or Amazing Toaster, sorry.
Yeah, I believe he was just one room over from here. He just needs to go left, and then that's Ganon's room.
Yeah, very close race here at the end.
This was a really close race. I think the difference was Nochibato just noped out of the dungeons a little bit earlier than Amazing Toaster and picked the right one to dig because 8 had everything that he needed to get himself going. As Amazing Toaster has a great Ganon fight here. He's taken down the pig at 108.58 and also knows where the princess is, so he's on his way. And I do believe we are joined in chat with Nochibato. Nochibato, GG.
Thank you. And how was that only an hour and 7? It felt like forever.
I'm sure it did. That was a rough start, wasn't it? What was your thoughts when you went into the first few dungeons and all you found were Darknuts, and Wizrobes?
Please don't take all night.
Well, you pulled it off in first place. The real only troll was that recorder you left in level 1.
I was like, okay, which bad option do I want to do? 5, 1, or 6? I was heading to 6, and then I remembered I was recorder blocked in there, so I couldn't go there. Yay.
Yep. Toaster had a similar struggle there. Unfortunately, though, he noped out of 1 real quick, grabbed that Triforce, and it didn't go back until, geez, I want to say like the 45, maybe 50-minute mark.
Yeah, it took him a while. And just real quick here, AmazingToaster has finished second place, obviously, with the official time of 1:10:11. Get your GGs out in chat for him as well. Heck of a race. This was really tight right there at the end.
I'm really glad to get the victory, GG Toaster, and I'm excited for Game 3 tomorrow.
Yeah, what'd I do wrong?
You noped at a level 1 there without the white sword and the
I didn't
silver
have
arrow.
I didn't have the ladder. So
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't
didn't
get
have. It was more the so Nochibato noped out of the earlier dungeons. So he noped out of 2 before you did. You ended up full clearing 2, which only had hearts, and then he was able to get to 8 much faster than you were. So he did 8 before he did 1. Cleared out 8, was able to get the ladder out of 8. So he was able to go north and 1, obviously. And then he got white sword and silver arrows. So he just kind of made the right move, you know, the roll of the luck as far as which dungeon you're going to decide to roll with. And unfortunately, that for you, that was enough for him to kind of get rolling. You guys were still neck and neck there, even at the end. He had about a 3-minute lead heading into level 9, and you finished 3 minutes behind him. So that was about it. He got the recorder before you, the raft before you, and just kind of maintained that lead.
Yeah, I spent too much time fighting stuff with inferior equipment then. Okay.
It sounds like ladder made the difference in this seed also, because he got ladder early last seed, and that gave him red ring and led him to the victory. So whoever gets ladder first tomorrow is probably gonna win.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, I would definitely say ladder was the MVP with this one. Being able to get north up in level 2, because even getting the white sword made a huge difference, because you were rocking wood sword for a lot longer than he did.
Yeah, it was an amazing race, but definitely we're looking forward to Game 3, as I imagine you guys are as well. But should we finish this up? There are 3 races going on at the moment. But before we do that, let's give our racers any final words.
I'm good, just good luck, Toaster.
Yep, I hope to play better tomorrow night.
Yeah, good game, fellas. It was a pleasure to watch both of you. I think you guys, really gave it your all. It really wasn't a bad play here or there, just kind of the way the ball bounces. Those of you that are tuning in, make sure you tune in for tomorrow, same bat time, 9 Eastern, to watch the culmination of this great series between Nochibato and AmazingToaster. Also, please give these runners a follow. Thanks to our tracker, Fury SK. Thanks to the restream help we've had here, Speed Gaming. And my co-commentator, AmazingToaster. I'm sorry, AmazingToaster is the runner. August 40th, my co-commentator. I am Homer J Smash. It's been a real pleasure.
Yep, pick your poison. 3 matches going on right now, and tomorrow early, first match is at 1 p.m. Hope to see everybody there.